about 6:17 and time now for What's Trending. An inspiring story out of Italy, more than 7 decades in the making. Well, during World War II, U.S. veteran Martin Adler almost shot 3 Italian siblings after he nearly mistaked them for hiding German soldiers, but ended up saving them instead. On Monday, 77 years later, the group was reunited at an airport in northern Italy, fulfilling Adler's dream. Adler, who's now 97, lives in Miami. And in December, his daughter told the story of the wartime encounter on a Facebook page as part of efforts to raise funds for her dad's trip to Italy. She explained that Adler was so relieved he hadn't accidentally fired his weapon that he gathered the 3 children up in an embrace and then took a picture of them, cherishing it over the decades until he was finally able to meet with them again this week. And I think this is such a heartwarming story. You know, it really has one that has come full circle, and for him to be able to see them, you know, not as children, but as adults, and after all those years of seeing that picture and having that memory, I mean, I can't even imagine how special that was for him.
I know, and even just, you know, going to like their side, you know, just having that memory in such a crazy time, and, you know, almost being shot by this guy, you know, just one precaution, and then, you know, boom, we're actually saved, and they're saying thank you and nice to meet you, and maybe asking each other what's your favorite color now, you know, like it's really cool. I hope they continue the relationship.
Yeah, hopefully they keep those connections going. It's just amazing how something so simple and terrifying at first can turn into lives being saved at the end.
Yeah. Well, speaking of another heartwarming story, a Georgia school janitor gets a car from his job family, and his gratitude went viral. Chris Jackson couldn't move when teachers at Unity Grove Elementary School presented him with the keys to his dream car, a Chevy Impala. The beloved janitor walked to work when he couldn't catch a ride, and public transportation just took too long. So he had been saving to buy a car, but came up short and then fell on hard times over the summer. That's when the teacher stepped in to help, and Chris says people all over the country have called to tell him they saw the video on social media, and just another heartwarming situation. You know, I don't know about you, but I remember my janitor in elementary school. He was always such a nice guy. His name was John, but he was always just really heartwarming. You know, he was actually one of the first people to greet you. You know, just saying, "Hey, I hope you have a good day." Just little things like that. And I think in instances like this, you know, you realize how these little things can go a long way for, you know, just a simple way to make people smile. You know, and it makes a big impact. So you want to give back.
It sounds like a really great school, great environment. You know, for all those teachers to come together. And, you know, because something like that wouldn't be possible without the help of a lot of people working together. So I think it shows that they've got a really cool community going on there.
Yeah, and really, I mean, there's always, in one school or another, there's always someone that just stands out, that person you don't expect. You hear a lot of stories about it being that person that cleans the building every day, or it could be a teacher, it could be anybody. I mean, it's just amazing that something so simple can go a long ways, and then people, I mean, in this case, rewarding that kindness and giving this one person a much-needed car, though. But also, something else that also needed something was a rescue in this next story. First responders rescued a deaf dog from a storm drain in Arlington, Texas last weekend. The Tankersleys noticed their 15-year-old dog Zoe was missing last Thursday, and he said she got out of their backyard and never came home. On Friday, neighbors were crowding around a manhole saying they heard a dog barking, and by Saturday, crews were digging up the street and cutting into a pipe to get to Zoe, and firefighters even used a skateboard from a local kindergartner to wheel the dog out of the drain. And when she was rescued, the dog was placed on a stretcher and then taken to a veterinarian by ambulance, and the dog is reportedly doing well and is recovering at home. And the entire operation to rescue the dog from the drain took, get this, 10 hours.
Oh my gosh.
That's crazy.
That's a long time, but it sounds like everyone who helped participate in that rescue is really happy that they did, and the family must be so happy to have their dog back, especially, you know, such a part of your family that's been around for 15 years. You know, to say goodbye or lose them like that would be tragic. So great that dog is back with its owners and its family.
Yeah, and you can see in that video that the whole community like came together to figure out where the poor thing was. But yeah, I'm just happy that she got rescued. She's back with her fam.
Yeah, happy the dog is safe and sound, back with her family, and of course, furry children always wonderful to treasure. And whenever they disappear, it's terrifying. So glad this one ended very well.